All right, let's call this part 2, 8.5. I'm going to call this grouping because that's kind of what we're going to do, okay? Let me get that. All right. So let's just do some problems and you'll see. 4QR plus 8R plus 3Q plus 6. What's the first thing you notice immediately?
It's long.
It's long. How many terms?
4.
4. There's not a name for this, just to review. This is just simply called a polynomial, okay? Now, we have 4 terms. So the best way to do this is okay. Colors will definitely come in handy for this. Grouping, look at that. It's kind of like 2 problems in one. All right, so let's look at these first 2. My scratch work I'm going to do over here, 4 and 8. Factors of 4 are 1 and 4, and also 2 and 2. What are my factors of 8? 1, 8, 2, and... Wake up, guys. What are my factors of 8? 1 and 8, 2 and 4. Thank you. What's the highest number both have in common?
2. 4.
4. All right, so cross this one out, cross that one out. Here's where we are. Okay. If it helps, cover that one up. Okay. So let's do the math. Y'all know how to do this. We're going to factor out a 4. So I'm over here. Write the variables down, Q and R, and this term has what variable? R.
So we are counting 1.
Yeah. Did you hear me a minute ago? Yeah, we have to use. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm taking out a 4. What's left here? 1. What about my variable? What variable do both of these have in common? R. So I can also factor out an R. So what's left over here? 1Q. Plus, you factored out a 4. What's left? 2. And you took out the R, so there we go. That's what we did just a few minutes ago. Now let's do it again with the other one. Y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. So we have, I'm going to do a little squiggly just because it's like a separate problem. I have 3 and 6. My apologies. We do need to write 1. 1 and 3. That's it. What are factors of 6? 1, 6, 2, and 3. So immediately, what number do both share? The highest number. 3. So here we go here and here. Cross out that one. This has a variable Q. This does not have a variable, so we got to leave the variable alone. So I'm going to take out the 3. Not a good print. Wow. Here we go. So what's left inside? 1Q plus what's left here? 2. What do you notice?
There's matching terms inside the bases.
Bingo. I like the word you use, they match.
Are they always gonna match?
When you group them, which is what we're doing now, yes. Okay. Are there exceptions? Of course. Okay. So here's how you write your answer. And let's focus on what's outside. What do we have outside of the parentheses?
4R and 3.
4R and plus 3. Plus, what's repeated?
1Q plus 2.
Do I need to write the 1?
No.
Okay. Q plus 2. Erase that plus, that's my fault. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'll rewrite it. Now, this is not, how can I check this? We don't distribute here. What does this look like? Starts with an F.
Foil.
Foil. Okay, let me write sorry on here. So right now I want you to use foil to check. You do that by yourself. Did it work? Okay, you remember how foil before the middle terms would add together? That didn't happen here, did it? That's okay. Less work for you, right? Now, why do we do this? We need to make sure this matches my original problem, A, which is up here. And it does. All right. I don't want to make this seem as easy as it is because this gets tricky. Okay, so let's do a bunch more. Doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah.
Two, U squared B minus 15 minus 6. I can't even see that. My eyes are so bad. Plus 5B. Again, Jake, how many terms do we have here?
4.
4. Don't start this yet. I want you to look at the first 2 terms. Okay. Do you remember something called the commutative property?
Yes, ma'am.
What does that mean?
It means where you rearrange the numbers, but it still equals the same exact product.
Wow. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Guys, look at the first 2 terms. I don't think those fit very well. What can I do with the second and third term? Okay. Look at 2 and 15. Do those go together at all? Not at all. Right. But if I had these 2 together, and then even better, look at 15 and 5B. Don't those go together as well? Okay, so I'm being very blunt with you. This is level hard because before you do any math, we have to switch. That's why this is a little bit more difficult, but it's just grouping. So in your notes, I want you to just write switch. Using, what is it called again, Jake? You just nailed it. Commutative property. Is that how you spell it? No. Commutative. T-A-T-I-V-E. That's why I'm a math teacher. Okay. So I'm going to reverse these, and I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite the whole problem. 2u squared v. Hey, what should you be careful with? The negatives. Always, always. Minus 6u squared minus 15 plus 5v. Now, does that not look a little better? Remember the name of this section, this part of the section, sorry, is called grouping. What are we going to use to group them? Parentheses. So let's go ahead and just group it. Here's our two problems. This is the two problem in one. So I'm going to go over here and do my scratch work. My two numbers are 2 and 6. Factors of 2 are simply 1 and 2. Factors of 6 are 1, 6, 2, and 3. Highest number they both share is 2. So I'm going to get rid of that set. All right, the variables u times v, and then u times u. Let me stop there and make sure you're caught up. Both of these terms share what variables? How many? 2. 1, 1, 2, and 2. Does everybody see that? Okay, so what's left here? V. All right, so let's go over here. I'm going to take out what number? 2. Okay, the highest number they share is 2. I'm here. And we have 2u squared. All right. So what is left here? We have a 1 and a v. Is everybody okay with that? Minus, I'm just carrying it down, bless you. I'm going to have one thing left over here. What is it? 3. All right, so look, everybody watch up here. This is actually where the negatives is not so bad. Do you see this here?
Yeah.
Watch me. I'm done with that part, okay? Let's go to our second problem. Our numbers are 15 and 5. Factors of 15 are 1 and 15, 3 and 5. Are y'all catching on? What's the GCF here? 5. Let's confirm 1 and 5. So we're using this set here, goodbye, and this set here. The highest number they share is 5. And there's a variable over here. It's lonely because this one doesn't have one, does it?
No.
All right, so let's take out this 5. 5. What is left? 3 and 1v, right? Plus 1v. Now, this is where it gets a little annoying, if you will. Up by, can you see that? You remember how I said these are going to match? What's wrong here?
They don't, they're these.
Okay. What can I do?
Switch them out. 40.
They're close, right? Do y'all see they're close? Say it louder. -1. Where are you getting that from? I'm pointing at it right here. Okay. This is why this one's hard. Okay, please remember, sometimes I teach hard to make problems easier. Okay, I hope you're kind of seeing that. I'm going to star this. Multiply by -1. And I'm going to do an arrow. Kaylee is spot on. It's right there. Okay, what's a negative times a negative? Positive. So this is going to be +5. What happens to this 3 here? Becomes -3. And did I miss? Oh, sorry. This is also going to be a positive times a negative is going to be -v here. I feel like I missed a negative somewhere. All right, so bring everything down. 2u squared. You have 1v minus 3.
Do you not put the negative on the other two?
I missed it over here, didn't I?
Negative b minus 3.
No, it should be, let me rewrite this. 5v minus 3. Let me go back real quick. Let me write the problem down. Use foil. I gotta get my sticky and see what I've missed there. And do the math real quick. So use foil and see if you get the same answer, which is up here. Wrote it down wrong. Let's see. Real quick, did you get the same answer? Here's my mistake. So, yeah, I add in an extra negative. That I knew I made a mistake. Here it is. So let's just do the math that we already know. 2u squared. You're going to take out v minus 3 plus 5. Take out v minus 3. There it is. Then you have 2u squared plus 5 times v minus 3. Sorry about that. I added an extra negative.
Now do foil.
Now do FOIL. It's the same answer. I was kind of creating my own negative. Okay. All right, you want to do one by yourself? You want to do one more together? Let's do one more together. Oh, I have so much time. This is so awesome.
No.
All right, hold on. Guys, I'm sorry about that. All right, this is going to be C. T W to the third power minus 2W to the third power plus 10T minus 20. All right, again, how many terms do we have?
4.
So looking at these terms, do we need to rearrange?
No.
I don't think so. You know what caught my eye with the last two terms? Those definitely go together, right? So let's go ahead and group using our parentheses. And let's do our two separate problems. So here, guys, do we have a number here? No, there's a -2 here. So all we're really factoring is our variables. So we have T times W times W times W. And then we have how many W's over here? 3. You see? So what are we factoring out? How many W's? 3. So take out your W to the third. And what's the only thing left? T. Minus 2. If you want to put that up there, 1 and 2, there's nothing left there. Okay? So hopefully you've caught on. What should be inside the parentheses over here? T minus 2. So let's go for it. So let's write plus. Now I'm out of room over here, so let's do our math here. 10 and 20, factors of 10. 1, 10, 2, and 5. Factors of 20 are 1 and 20. 2, 10, and 4, and 5. What is the highest number both numbers share? 10. So here we are here and here. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye. All right, so we're taking out which one? 10. Any variables? No. That has a T. That's our lonely T, right? Okay, so the only thing left in this term is simply what variable? T minus what's left out of this set? 2. Do you see how cute that is? Here's our answer. W to the third plus 10 times T minus 2. Use FOIL. Do it right now. All right, here's what I want you to do by yourself. Did it work? Yeah. All right, 21, b to the fourth power, minus 3ab to the fourth power, plus 4a minus 28. Sorry. I'm going to do you a favor. Watch me. Everybody look. You ready? Let's just make these plus right now. Bless you. Okay, did we need to rearrange? I don't think so. No. All right, so let's group. Aren't you glad I didn't do negatives? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to do the work because I want you to start your homework here in a second. What's the greatest common factor in this first two? 3 b to the 4th power. What's left in here? 7, right? Plus a. So far, so good? Plus, what's the greatest common factor here? 4. And what's left out of here? A plus 7. Guys, is that the same thing? Yeah, you just commute it again. Okay, so here's your answer. 3b to the 4th plus 4 times a plus 7. Who got it right or was on the right track? Okay. Now, y'all ready? I'm done. Here's your homework. I'm going to write it on this paper because I have to change this. I just changed it up a little bit. 16 through 20, 28 through 32, all even. Sorry, 34. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 problems.
And we have to finish this paper.
Okay. So